Hello, my friends. Your Radio Rookie here. Just want to give you a quick update. I made reference in the last episode to a few things that I didn't give you many details on, but in getting ready for the technician's test, there's some steps you have to do in addition to studying, okay? You have to, I'll give these to you right here. And I tell you, the quickest way I found to get this kind of information and put it in some kind of sequence that makes sense, I've actually used artificial intelligence. I use Claude.ai. You might use ChatGPT, something like that. You give me information of what I need to do to prepare for my technician's exam for ham radio, something like that. And you'll get something there that might make sense. Maybe some information you might have to ask specifically about local testing centers and things like that. And that's mainly what I want to talk with you about here today. How can you identify a place, an actual place, where you can take the test? Let's start there. Go to ARRL.org. That stands for American Radio Relay League. I think that's the old name for the organization. American Radio Relay League. Back in the early 1900s, this organization was formed. This is the organization that ham operators apparently join and become members of. I'm not a member of it yet, but I'm looking at their website, getting information off of it. But this is where you're going to find where the location of the testing center is that's closest to you. The ARRL.org, although it was American Radio Relay League initially, I think now it's just simply called the National Association for Amateur Radio. But once you get to that website, there's a tab there for licensing. You click that and you scroll down and you'll come to a link that is basically labeled Find In-Person or Online Test Locations. So when you click that, it will lead you to a form. You fill out that form, and it asks for basic information to try to help identify a location near you. So when you find the location and date that suits you the best, then read through that material, read through everything that's there, print some of it out, write it down, follow the links to additional information, all of that. It will all be helpful. At least I found in my case it was. And what you'll notice, I think it's on this page, they mentioned that before you can take the test, you have to have a federal registration number from the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. Well, how do you get that? Well, you go to the FCC website. I believe there's an actual link to it on that previous page and the ARRL website. But if not, go to the FCC and their website and look for the section called CORES. It's spelled CORES, but it stands for Commission Registration System. I guess anybody that does anything with FCC, no matter what type of license you're going through, television broadcasting, radio broadcasting, ham operators, you have to get this registration number. It's free to set up this account and to register and to get the number, but you'll need that federal registration number before you can even take your test. So once you've got that, and that comes, it's immediate. When you fill that out, you click, 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 and they produce the number. You've got it immediately. Then you register for your test. Go to hamstudy.org and click on the menu item that says Find a Session. And there you'll see that will take you to a page where you'll have parameters at the top, where you're trying to narrow it down to, location and things like that. And you're looking for a location that's near you, a date range, which you're able to take the test, and find the place and the time that suits you the best. And once you've identified, where and when you want to take that test, then just follow the links there to more information about that testing site. and you'll actually see a personal contact information there, personal contact like email address. And I went ahead and just emailed the person that will be administering this. I thought that a personal connection with that individual might be a good idea. And it proved to be very helpful. I got almost an immediate response by email. Can't guarantee that you will, but I did. And that gave me some basic information, some things that might not have been on the website, what I needed to bring and so forth. And it gave me a connection to where if I had to back out or if I have to reschedule, I can connect with them personally. I was going to take the test this month, and so something came up in my schedule where now I'm not able to. So then I was able to contact the person by email and say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't take it this time. When's the next date? She sent me information on when the next date was, and she really appreciated the personal contact, okay? So that personal connection is good, even though you could do the whole thing just with forms and following links and all of that. I just preferred a personal email approach. Still have to do the forms and all of that. So you have to register for the actual test. Now, this is separate from the FCC registration for the FRN, the Federal Registration Number. You also have to register for the test itself. And you go to hamstudy.org for that, find a session, and as I said, you set up the parameters at the top, and it will take you eventually to another form. A form that you fill out there, and once you fill that out, what they're going to give you is a PIN, a personal identification number that you will need at the test. So as I understand it, you need that PIN at the test site to take the test, plus you're going to need that federal registration number with you. You're going to need other items that they're going to mention. You're going to need a calculator. I think at the site I'm going to, they supply calculators, but you can't use your cell phone, okay? You can't use that. I think they have pencils they'll supply. You might want to bring your own just in case, because there's going to be a little bit of math involved, nothing too complicated that has to do with the content, the material that you've been studying. So, yeah, I think that's all I need to share with you about that. But that's some detail that's beyond just the study materials. And I've talked with you in the last episode about how to access the study materials and how to prepare for the test itself. But these are just some of the logistics leading up to that I thought you might want to know about. Okay? All right. There's the Radio Rookie. What's the term they use? 73 and clear.